and it's coming down. Made 50 grand on a 2-bit house. So come on, baby, do the dead cat bounce.
It is Matt Salmon, everybody. Round of applause, come on! Woo!
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Matt Salmon. Now, apparently the most scary thing there was my wife has told me she's pregnant, and I've survived that 3 times. My wife has told me that, and I wasn't that scared. I think possibly the most scary thing my wife could come out with would be, "I've got the strap on cock. Did you pick up any KY?" It's nice to be here tonight. Dave, who was on first, said he could have done with more than the month he's had to prepare, which I was pretty gutted at because Coops didn't tell me that this was happening until Monday, so I've not had a lot of time to prepare for this. Hence, I did myself a little list of notes in case I get lost and strapped it to my glass. The only times I've been on stage before was a couple of times. Once when I was up in court for drilling glory holes in public toilets. And the other time was when I got up to tell a couple of jokes to lighten the atmosphere at a funeral of a friend who'd committed suicide. Now I thought I'd write this little list in my home office. Has anyone here got a home office? For any of you who haven't, it just means you've got to find a little cubby hole in the house, either the smallest bedroom or the cupboard under the stairs, and you put a desk in there and a computer. And while the wife thinks you're doing really interesting stuff like paying the bills, you just look up shit on Wikipedia that you was interested in, or internet porn. I think my wife might have cracked onto what I'm onto though. I don't know if it's a box of tissues on the side by the computer that gives it away. I wanted to tell you about my granddad tonight. He's a lovely old boy. He died about 10 years ago. And I used to go and see him up the hospital. He had a heart attack and he was up there for a few weeks and he passed away in the end. But I used to go up there and try and cheer him up and have a chat with him, and I'd go 2 or 3 times a week. And I'd always try and have a couple of jokes with me, trying to see if I could cheer him up. So one of the jokes I took one night was, what's the difference between a clitoris and a pub? And some of you might have heard this one. The difference is that most men can manage to find the pub. So my granddad says, a what? So I said, well, it might be a bit of a technical term. I put in a colloquial term. I said, you know, the little man in the boat. And he goes, who's he then? That was it, I was stumped. Nothing you can say to that, is there? Guy in the bed opposite, he's nearly having a heart attack, having overheard it. So anyway, we get on to Auntie's jam making and a few minor points for a few minutes, and then he comes out with, out of the blue, he was 84 at the time, my granddad, and he goes, yep, I ain't had sex since I was 80, you know. Not since I started the angina, and them old pills knocked it right on the head. I'm like, am I really fucking hearing this? My granddad telling me the last time he had sex. He says, yeah, it's not good for a man who's had a good sex life, you know. And I've got pictures of this guy, 80, banging my nan who was 84. And I thought, coming to my head, if you don't know what a clitoris is, Grandad, you might have had a good sex life, but what about poor old Nan? She spent 60 years laying back thinking of fucking England, isn't she? Thinking, when's this going to be over? Anyway, back to the list. Yeah, my granddad, he was a bit of a man. Lived through 2 world wars and a depression. He'd seen it. He didn't need to prove how much of a man he was. He didn't need tattoos and earrings like people do nowadays to prove how much of a man they are. Have you seen the new earrings what are out? These fucking big ones will make a hole in your ear. And when I was at school, kids with big ears had the piss took out of them. Nowadays, everyone wants to make their ears bigger. I don't get it. And have you also noticed that the bigger the hole, the stupider the fucking geezer is? It's like the size of the hole is inversely proportional to the size of their brain. So if they've got a hole you could fit a £2 coin through, they've got a proper fuckwit look on their face, don't they? Huh? Or for you ladies, you might look at them and think, he's not really going to be a gentle lover, is he? Tattoos another one, isn't it? No one wants ones like your dad had in the 60s, an eagle carrying a skull like a pirate. Nowadays you go to Thailand and you have your name tattooed on the inside of your arm in Thai. Now I can't figure this out. Because how the fuck do you know what they've tattooed on your arm? It could just say, hands up if you think I'm a cock. Or it might say, I'm a paedophile, in time, mightn't it? And why is it that it's on the inside of your arm? Is it when you get back from holiday and your mum says, did you have a nice time? You didn't get one of them silly tattoos, did you, son? You can cross your arms and go, no, mum. And she won't fucking see it, will she? My wife, she wanted a tattoo a few years ago. She ended up with a little bee on her arm. Weren't my suggestion. She says to me, what do you think I should have? I said, I don't know. You know your friend Debbie? Could you have a picture of her with no clothes on and her legs spread like that on your back? Maybe ramming a dildo up? She didn't think much to that. The other suggestion was just a really nice set of tits tattooed on her back. Gives you something to keep you going on a slow night when things ain't going to it. Fucking lovely. And you're away again, aren't you? Yeah, it's lovely. I went out with a girl a few years ago before I was married. You know the old popular thing is to have a Brazilian, innit? Yeah, where you have a little stripe of hair up the middle and the sides are all trimmed neatly, aren't they? This girl had a bit of the old opposite. She had I think it was called a Peruvian. So what she had was a bit shaved up the middle. Yeah, it looked like we had landed a plane in the jungle with fucking great bushes on either sides. It didn't do a lot for me. Looked like she got Krusty the Clown in a headlock. I'd like to finish up with a little joke. There's two deaf fellas go in a pub. So one of them, he says to his mate, I'm getting a beer. You fucking sit down. Mate, all right. So he goes, sits down, he goes up to the bar. You got 2 pints of Stella? So Matt Salmon pours him out 2 pints of Stella. He said that'd be £10. 10 fucking £10? 2 points? Well, enough, ain't you? He says, no. He says, what live music tonight? He said, oh, he says, is it disco or rock and roll? He says, no, it's country and western. Oh. He picks the points up, goes and sits down next to his mate, goes, 10 fucking quid for 2 points. Bit pricey, isn't it? His mate said, no. He said, yeah, but apparently got live music on. His mate said, oh, he said, is it disco or rock and roll? He said, I don't know. He said it was some cunt from Preston. Thank you very much.
Living in a dead-end deadbeat town. It's coming up and it's coming down. Made 50 grand on a 2-bit house. So come on baby, do the debt